am I grateful for today? What am I grateful for this morning, this new day? That is a question that is often posed to me by my guides, and I'm extending the invitation to enter into that space of gratitude, of finding love's presence within you and in all things in your environment. Welcome to Sunday morning meditation with One Mindful Breath. Ako po si Lay. That's in Tagalog. I am Lay. And this class is sponsored by the Filipino Worker Center. We are allies to our domestic essential workers, our frontline workers. In addition to that, Filipino Workers Center welcomes everyone who comes across this live stream in the spirit of oneness, and in Tagalog we say kaisahan, to be together, to be of one. So welcome, and for those that are easing in, thank you for beginning alternate nostril breathing so that you ease into this physical space. I know that we are physically distant. However, on a soul-to-soul level, we are together. And so that's one of the many practices of mindfulness and meditation. So the question that poses this morning is, what am I grateful for today? And so every morning, especially when my mind is moving 1,000,000 miles per second, all these old patterns that are no longer serving me are just repeating. It's occupying space. It's not even paying rent. It's just occupying space. And so I come back to gratitude to remind myself, what am I grateful for? So I always begin with my body. I'm grateful to be able to see. I am grateful to be able to listen. I am grateful to be able to speak. I am grateful for my heart beating. I am grateful for the blood that flows through me. I am grateful for the sensation to feel. I am grateful to be able to drink water and absorb the nutrients and to purge it naturally with no assistance from machines or devices. That my body is liberated to be able to do the things it needs to do. And with that, I'm grateful. And with that, I extend prayers to those who do rely, who are in hospitals, who are in medical care, because I'm grateful. So we're gonna keep our hands open here for a moment. And this is a sign of extending ourselves and surrendering to this present moment. And I invite you to have your shoulders nice and relaxed. And I invite your jaw to just drop. Allow gravity to assist you. For those that are looking at the screen, that's okay. You can always put your screen away and I will explain in a way so that you could just listen. And I would like for your eyes to focus somewhere in your environment and just gaze upon there. So once you have pinpointed that area in your environment, allow your eyes to gaze there. Come into your breathing, so feel a sensation in your body. Maybe it's your chest rising and falling. Perhaps it's your belly rising and falling. Maybe you feel a twitch of your muscle. Just find a physical sensation, not something that you're making up, something that you actually feel. And as you feel this physical sensation, Say to yourself, I am here. I am present. I am not in the past. I am not in the future. I am here. I am present. I am not in the past. I am not in the future. I am here. I am present. And as your eyes is gazing upon something, as you're breathing and mindfully focusing on a physical sensation of your body, I invite you to open up your eyes a little bit. Just intensify the stare. Notice what that feels like, because our body has the ability to do that. And sometimes we're not even observant about that. So intensify your eye stare. And then on your next exhale, soften your gaze. Deepen your breath. And in just a moment, we'll be doing 3 collective breaths together. At any time, you can place your hands down. And when you place your hands down, kindly place your hands palms facing down on your lap. And as you continue to listen and soften your eye gaze, I'll share with you the instructions of this collective breath. It begins with an inhale through your nostrils. You will inhale through the bottoms of your feet, rising up your legs, rising up your sacral area, rising up your belly and your chest, up your neck, all the way to the top of your head. At the top of your inhale, you'll take another sip of air and you will hold your breath for just a moment and you'll relax your muscles. When you exhale, we will exhale together, and it will be exhaling as if you are a tire deflating. It almost sounds like a snake hissing. And you push all the air out of your lungs. And when you feel like you've pushed all the air out of your lungs, you do one more push. And then you breathe normally. Inhale through your nose, exhale out your nose. And we observe. We notice our breath if anything has changed. So that concludes one full cycle, and that's just the instructions. So let's begin. Reset your breathing. Soften your eye gaze in whichever thing, object, person, being you are looking at. Extend it with gratitude using your eyes. And inhale. Inhale. Sip of air. Another sip. Hold, relax. And exhale out the mouth. Push. Back to normal breath. Breathe in and out of your nose. Observe your breath. Observe your body. And if you notice that your eyes should happen to close, that's quite all right. You can also do this with your eyes closed. Anything to make you feel more comfortable and in the present moment. And if at any time your mind moves to something else, such as what you were doing before, or what you were doing 5 years before, or something you're anticipating of what to do next for the day, notice it, acknowledge it, bring it back to the present moment. I am here, I am present. Reset your breathing. Here we go to our second collective breath together. And inhale, slow inhale through our nose, rise it up our body. Sip of air at the top, another big sip. Relax those muscles, allow gravity to help you relax. And exhale out the mouth. Push. Normal breath, normal breathing. Inhaling through your nose, out your nose. Observe. Notice your body. Notice your breath. Notice any physical sensations you feel in your body. Notice any sounds in your environment or any sounds piercing through our virtual connection. Invite it to be part of your meditation. Here we go on our third collective breath together. Reset your breathing and inhale. Nice big inhale. Sip of air at the top. Another sip. One more. Relax. Swirl all of that energy. Relax your muscles. Swirl it all throughout your being. And exhale out the mouth. Push. Back to normal breath, normal breathing, and observe. Deepen your breath if you should feel the need to. Mostly focus on your belly rising and falling, or your chest moving, or the sensations outside of your nostrils. A physical sensation to remind you that you are breathing. Your breath is power. Your mindful breathing is your superpower. As you mindfully breathe, I would love to share with you a little bit about the word pause. This mindfulness action of pausing. And especially right now during this pandemic, I like to identify that as a sacred pause, an opportunity for us to notice what is priority. And for many of us, it's our self-care. It's our health, our mental, spiritual, emotional, physical well-being. And despite the physical distance that we have with our friends, our loved ones, our community, our neighbors, through meditation, we can be together. So we'll continue to warm up the spine. If you find yourself opening up your eyes, that's quite all right. The way that we'll warm up our spine is we're going to bring our shoulders up on our inhale, shoulders down on our exhale, breathing in only through our nose, out through our nose. So inhale and exhale. We'll do this for about 30 seconds or so. For those that are used to this exercise, you can do it as quickly as you'd like. For those that are fairly new, continue to go slow. And allow your shoulders to drop and even notice the jiggle that your shoulders continue to shake and vibrate as you drop it down. Lubricate the muscles and the ligaments, tendons, and cartilage in your body, matching your breath. There is no right, there's no wrong. This is not a competition. Do the best you can, however your body is wanting to show up today. Okay. Give our shoulders a good shake. Place our hands on our shoulders, 4 fingers in the front, thumb on the back, lightly touching. Keep your elbows down. On our inhale through our nose, we're going to move to one direction, exhale, out the other. We're inhaling and exhaling only out of our nose. If your spine is already warmed up, you can make these sharp inhales and exhale movements. For those that are just rising, you may want to be gentle on your spine and on your back. Notice where you're moving from, whether it be from your hips, from your waist, from your belly, from your chest. Notice also where you're breathing from. It is a sharp inhale, sharp exhale, out the nose. You may even notice some snot coming out of your nose, and that's totally natural. We're just making way of any blockages that are allowing us to breathe clearly and fully and completely. Bring your elbows down, relax those shoulders, and notice your twist to slowly come back into the center. Continue to breathe, and almost like a washing machine coming from a fast cycle to a slow, subtle stop, coming back into a neutral, centering space. Notice your breathing. Notice the momentum your body's created with your breath. Notice your spine warmed up. Kindly place your hands down on your lap, palms facing down. Now we're going to inhale, chest forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. We're inhaling through the nose and we're exhaling out the nose. So for those who are familiar with this exercise, you can go much faster. For those that are just warming up for the day, go as slow as you need. There is no rush. Do your best to keep your head level, your jaw loose, your tongue relaxed, and mindfully breathe. Notice how much you're breathing, how little you're breathing. Observe all of that. And it's a hot, sunny day here where I am, so you might be building up a sweat naturally as your body is warming up. And find yourself slowly coming back into the subtle center, using the momentum of your breath. And when you do that one final rise from your tailbone, rising up each vertebra, up your spine, all the way up to your neck, to the top of your head, as if a string is being pulled at your crown, making your posture nice, awake, and alert. When you find yourself back into that neutral space, we're going to rotate our posture clockwise or counterclockwise, whichever comes natural to you first. And we're going to inhale in one direction and continue with our exhale. For those that are sitting on a chair, you might need to bring your knees farther apart to assist you to get a good rotation. Notice your kidneys, your lungs, your intestines all being massaged in this rotation. Notice your inhale. Notice your exhale. Loosen your jaw. Soften your tongue. Relax the fur of your eyebrows. Relax your hands and pause for a moment. Wherever you are, breathe. It's like a game of freeze and tag, like we're kids again. And on your next inhale, begin moving in the opposite direction. Who knew that we could be dancing together in meditation? Continue to mindfully breathe. Inhale through your nose, exhale out your nose. And when you find yourself slowly coming back into a smaller circle, find yourself back into the center of your posture. Again, pulling you up from the tailbone, up each vertebra, all the way up your neck to the top of your head, and a string being pulled at the top so that your posture is nice and alert. Now we are ready for our meditation. So I invite you now to place your palms facing up. Take a nice big exhale out the mouth. Do as many of those as you need. Inhale through the nose, exhale, making sound. If you feel called, cough, sneeze, whatever you need to do to release. Clear your throat. As your eyes are closed, I invite you to focus your eyes to the center of your eyebrows on your third eye. I would like for us to ponder on pause. And I'll give you an example. Very often, we move from thought to thought and become whelmed, whether that be overwhelmed, underwhelmed, just whelmed. However, if we create pause and spaciousness in between each thought, we may not feel that whelm, that over or underwhelm. In this mindfulness practice of pause, we can also apply this when we speak, allowing our words to take up space, allowing our presence to take up space and to be heard fully, completely. Furthermore, when we have discussion and conversation, we can also embrace pause when we listen to our friend or whomever we're arguing with. Pause can create spaciousness so that we can resolve conflict, join differences, slow things down a bit. There is no rush. Living is not a race. And we can take our time. The concept of needing to be in a particular place in your life is not your design. It is a design that we were born into. And with pause, it complements that. So let's exercise pause, a mindfulness practice. After pause, in our mindfulness practice, we can allow ourselves to feel what we're feeling. And when I say feel what we're feeling, I'm referring to a physical sensation, not an emotional one. Our minds and our thoughts do so much work. So do our bodies. And with the practice of mindfulness, we can sync up our mind with our body. So allow yourself to feel what you're physically feeling. Remember to connect with your breath and your breathing as you listen. Remember to connect your breath in between your thoughts. Remember to connect your breath between the words that you utter and you speak. Your breath is power. Your mindful breathing is your superpower. And we challenge ourselves, we challenge society and our community when we slow down and we pause. So as you continue to feel your physical sensations, notice if you are breathing in fully. Notice if you are exhaling completely. Take your time and adjust your breath if you need to. Remind yourself to be gentle with the process and that there is no right or wrong. There is no competition with another. And that each time you try again, it only gets a tad bit better. When you exhale, you can release. You can even say that to yourselves. I release, whatever it is. I will say some examples and you can choose these if you'd like. I release stress. I release worries. I release expectations. I release pressures. I release deadlines or due dates. I release. Remind yourself to relax your body and having your posture alert. And with every adjustment to your posture, do it slowly, like a snail, like a sloth, where you feel every subtle move in your belly, in your torso, in your spine, even as deep into your bone marrow. Inhale fully, exhale completely. Continue to release with every exhale. Remember to create pause and spaciousness in your breath. Notice your inhale. Notice the space in between the inhale and the exhale. And when you exhale, notice the space in between the exhale and the inhale. And as we slowly transition our meditation into metta, metta meaning loving kindness in Sanskrit. Some of us, we also know this as prayer. We can extend ourselves once we have given ourselves a moment to take up space, to be in tune with our breath and our breathing. So in the beginning of our meditation, we had our hands open, facing forward. I would like for you to think of someone in your life. If they have passed on from this physical life, you can move your hands towards your chest because they are a part of you. If this person is living across the city, you can face your palms in that direction, that you can extend your loving kindness energy to them. If this person you're thinking about is across the screen, you can place your palms facing the screen. Any direction you would like. If you want to give this loving kindness to the earth, you can place your hands on the ground. If you want to extend it to the sky, especially where there are fires, such as the Amazon, such as in Azusa in Southern California, and other places, you can place it in the sky. So wherever you want to send loving kindness, go ahead and face your palms in those directions. And it can be in more than one direction. When you inhale, invite the grounding energy that you cultivated in the past 30 minutes. And in your exhale, release any sort of imbalance that this individual or this area is experiencing. Inhale, balance and groundedness. Exhale and restore balance in those directions. Be in tune with your breath. Be in tune with your body. And send only loving kindness. If you're noticing anything else surfacing for you, adjust it a little bit and send only loving kindness. You are love's presence in this very moment. And in your next incoming inhales and exhales, begin to bring your hands slowly down. Take your time. This may take several breaths. And when your hands have fully come down, bring them back onto your lap, palms facing up. Continue to breathe mindfully, inhaling through your nose, exhaling out your nose. I invite you to give your body a good shake. Shake it off. You can brush off whatever energy that you would like to brush off your chest, off your head, off your legs, off your back. Make sound. And as we transition from this meditative practice together with community, I invite you to bring your cup of water, bless your water always. And before you speak, and especially when we're having difficulty finding our words, we can create spaciousness with the blessing of water. Water is life, and we bless our water. And we're grateful for what water provides us. So we take care of our waters. And we ask each other, how are your waters? Do you have water? Do you have water in you? These are some indigenous practices that are in us. So I would like to normalize that as much as possible. Asking each other, hey, how are you? How's your water in you? How's your waters? Let's take care of our waters. So my friends, as we transition into or out of this meditative practice, I ask you to be mindful of your breath, be mindful of the first thoughts you think of, the first words that you utter, and in any time that you can, practice spaciousness and pause. My name is Lei Angela Sahagun of One Mindful Breath. It is a gratitude for me to spend this time with you because I get the chance to learn from my community, wherever you are. And we meet every Sunday. Eastern time is 9:45 a.m. Pacific time. We begin promptly at 10 a.m. For those that would like to watch any of the previous videos, I'll post the YouTube link on the Facebook page. And it's a pleasure. Maraming salamat. That means thank you so much to the Filipino Worker Center for sponsoring this. For those that are live with us via Zoom, feel free to stay on and we have the opportunity to share if you feel called to share. For everyone else, have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and I'll see you next Sunday.